As the time for Delhi polls comes near, the political arguments and attack has also intensified. Now, Arvind Kejriwal unveils 7-point manifesto for middle class, saying they are victim of tax terrorism. AAP national convener Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday announced a 7-point manifesto for the country's middle class, saying they have been neglected by successive governments and are a victim of tax terrorism. This move has been seen as his effort to woo middle-class voters, along with taking a scathing attack on the central leadership. In a video message, Kejriwal said that the middle class is the real superpower of the Indian economy, but has long been ignored and exploited solely for tax collection. His announcement with the 7-pointers is now taking a lot of political attention in Delhi. Kejriwal talks about his 7 points, which first increased education spendings in budget, with demands included raising the education budget from the current 2% to 10% and capping private school fees. Kejriwal talks about then the higher education support to the students and proposed subsidiary and scholarship for the higher education to make quality education accessible to all. Another trump card for the Delhi polls. Thirdly, he spoke about to boost health funding, remove tax on the health insurance. Kejriwal stressed the need for an increase in healthcare spendings, suggesting a rise to 10% of the GDP, along with the removal of taxes on health insurance premiums. Fourthly, he spoke on the tax reforms to raise the income tax exemption limit. Kejriwal called for an increase in the income tax exemption limit from 7 lakhs to 10 lakhs, citing the heavy financial burden on the middle class. This comes with AAP's strong advocacy about the middle class income group. Another point about the essential goods relief of removing the GST. The demand about removal of the GST on essential goods, which Kejriwal argued disproportionately affects middle class households. Sixth, he talked about senior citizen benefits and healthcare. To have more robust retirement plans, pension schemes, including free healthcare for senior citizens in both private and government hospitals. Lastly, he spoke about travel concession for senior citizens. The Aam Aadmi Party urged the central government to reinstate 50% concession on train fares for senior citizens, which was discontinued in recent years. Taking the opportunity politically, Kejriwal criticized political parties for reducing the middle class to what he described as a slave mindset post-independence. This strategic move shows how raising the voice of the middle class in the parliamentary sessions going to make their issues a central focus of the political discourse during elections. The announcement came just weeks before the Delhi Assembly elections has fueled the fire in the campaign. On one hand, the BJP is primarily focusing on the lower segment along with slum dwellers, whereas AAP finds a middle-class way to its victory in the upcoming polls. The Aam Aadmi Party, which won 62 of 70 assembly seats in 2020, is seeking a third consecutive term against the big challenger, the BJP.